Okay, so good morning. Yesterday, we started off, of course, today is Chamisha B'Av. Is Tu B'Av, the 15th day of the Av, and as the Mishnah in Tainus says, there are no days as joyous for the Jewish people as the 15th of Av and Yom Kippur. And the Mishnah says that the daughters of Yerushalayim, or the daughters of Israel, would go out and dance in the vineyards. They would say, "Young men, please lift up your eyes and see what you choose for yourself for a wife. Do not look at beauty, focus on family," as it says, Shekar Hein Ve'ava Yefi, Isha Yiras Hashem Hitisalo. And also it says, Trula B'Maisi Adel, give her the fruits of her hands and let her works praise her in the gates. And also it says, Tseno Re'ena B'nei Siyan, and then we brought down that the gaze upon Shleima Melech, upon the crown, which the mother crowns him on the day of this wedding, which the day of the wedding refers to the giving of the Torah. So we brought this whole Mishnah down. They never asked a series of questions. Why does the Bavli mention 4 types of categories and the Yerushalmi only mentions 2? The Rebbe is going into a whole beer, the difference between the Yerushalmi and the Bavli, of the fundamentals of how Yerushalmi was written and how Bavli was written. So we're holding where did we stop yesterday? Vav, this is where we're holding. All right. Vav. The chilik in unser sugiyat zwischen Bavli and Yerushalmi is nicht nur, was der Bavli is mehr mefart with the Yerushalmi, nor is a chilik ikri in dem oifen pira divrei Mishnah. The difference in our discussion between the Bavli and the Yerushalmi is not the fact that the Bavli is more specific than the Yerushalmi, but there's a fundamental difference in the approach and how to learn how to expound the words in the Mishnah. Like the Yerushalmi, according to the Yerushalmi, is in Gemara Dakin Nayir Amida, the guy with the Amida was stated in Mishnah. According to the Yerushalmi, the Gemara is not speaking about a Chiddush beyond what the Mishnah says. The Yerushalmi is blaze mefaret, as das was state in the Mishnah, as the Bnei Yerushalayim Ftagen Zagen Al Titan Enecha Benoi Menachem Mishpacha seien das 2 besondere Amides von 2 Suge Mishpachas. Haku Eures Hayo Emres Al Titan Enecha Benoi According to the Yerushalmi is not speaking about a new Chiddush, a new Amira from what the Mishnah says. Rather, the Yerushalmi specifies at the statement that the Mishnah says about the daughters of Tzion, or Yerushalayim would say, do not focus on beauty, focus on the family, are 2 separate statements said by 2 categories of families. The unattractive ones would say, do not focus on beauty, and those who were pleasing would say, focus on the family. Or the mitzvah for and for Bepashtus, the Yerushalmi is matam dikuuris tzidinais, and that's why the Yerushalmi prefaces the unattractive ones before the pleasing ones. Because this aligns with the order in the Mishnah. First, the statement of do not focus on beauty, and then focus on the family. Schenken the Bavli is meisef naye rote amiris was very nit der mond beferish Mishnah. However, the Bavli is adding specific statements that are not explicitly mentioned in the Mishnah. In other words, the Mishnah that sailed wegen der Amida Klolis. Alle bnei Yerushalayim flegen zogen. Bachor sana inefar ma'ata be'erlecha. The Mishnah records a general statement that all the daughters of Yerushalayim would make. They would say, young man, please lift up your eyes and choose and see what you choose for yourself. The mit kommt the Gemara in Yerushalmi when it's mefaret. Then the Gemara in the Yerushalmi comes and specifies as the vert or sanei nechore mata berlecha. Hab mir gesagt alle bnei Yerushalayim aber die weite Gewerter, so Mishnah Altitin in Echa Benoi, Ten Nechav Mishpacha sein zwei besondere Amiris. Die Chorus hayu Oimris Atit in Nechav Benoi, und die Neus alles Suge Bailas Maila hayu Oimris Ten Nechav Mishpacha. In other words, like this, the Yerushalmi comes and specifies that even though the words "young man, please lift your eyes and see what you choose for yourself" were spoken by all the daughters of Yerushalayim, the words of "do not focus on beauty, focus on the family" were two separate statements. The unattractive ones would say, "do not focus on beauty," and those who are pleasing, possessing all types of virtue, they would say, "focus on the family." If them is the Gemara in Babli Mesa, also them be the Kolel, so state in Mishnah. At the end of the Protest, we Menachem Shalayim did not Mesa given, not Shalayim the Protest, best so the Mala Protest should be. And then the Gemara in the Babli adds that aside from the general statement said in the Mishnah that that all the Menachem Shalayim would say Bachor Sonei Nechorei Ma'ata Berilacha, and then they would also add, and then they would also the words of Al Titin Nechav B'rei Tin Nechav Mishpacha was said by two different types of girls. The Babli is saying that they would also say different Amiris, which the Mishnah is not mentioning. Azayin. Pia now, as in Yerushalmi, is the Amira for the Nois Tin Nechav Mishpacha, the Zab Amira verstated in Mishnah. Now that we established that the statement of Teine Nechav B'noi, or Teine Nechav B'mishpacha, focus on the family, is the same statement in the Mishnah. It's vereinfacht, was der Yerushalmi sagt, als die Neus vielleicht sagen nicht Teine Nechav in sehr protestige Maris, nor Teine Nechav B'mishpacha. Now we can understand why the Yerushalmi says that those who were pleasing, they would not say, those who were nice would not say focus on their beauty, on their specific virtues, but rather focus on the family. The explanation is as follows. Der Mechaben von der Amira, wie es steht in der Mishnah, ist so madrig sein, als die Menachem Shalayim, der Herren wie alle Meiles, was sie vermögen, ist das nicht sehr Meiles. Nicht als Keuchi, weil ich zum Jahr die Osser der Sachayla sei. Das ist sie gegeben geworden. This the Mishnah says that it was to emphasize that the Menachem Shalayim recognized that all the qualities that they possess was not their own quality. It wasn't, as the pasuk says, my strength and might of my hand has accumulated me this wealth. Instead, they were saying that any virtue that they had was given to them as a gift. Just like if you look in through the lens of Musar Chassidus, B'nai Yerushalayim Vesen, as Kidei Ashidiv Zolat Leazayin, was der Bocher trachte nicht azay wegen die Meiles, Ruchnistige oder Gashmistige, was zet und was gefällt ihm, nor Mahavaye Isha Maskeles. Es Spalen Machabe sein, auf Auskleiben die richtige Schiddich, was ist ausgerufen geworden, der Morde im Baspleini du Pleini. The daughters of Yerushalayim knew that for a shidduch to succeed, for a match to succeed, the young man must not dwell so much on the spiritual, physical virtues that he perceived and appeals to him. Instead, as the pasuk says, an intelligent wife is from Hashem. So the young woman encouraged their potential shidduch to daven and have the kavanah to choose a suitable match, a match that was announced from the Eibishter that the Baspleni, the daughter of so-and-so, will be married to so-and-so. Was der Fall, sein alle Bnei Yerushalayim makte or sonei nechorei ma'at berlecha. Was the diuk is, this is why all the daughters of Yerushalayim prefaced with saying, young Bocher, please lift up your eyes and see what you choose for yourself. What's the diuk is? What's this nuance? When darf gucken auf Meilas Isha, hein uruchlistike, vein gashmistike. You have to look at the bocher has to look at the woman's Meilas, both physical and spiritual and physical. Nicht wie mir zet ze mit die Augen You see, not looking at the way you sees it here. First, it has to be, please lift your eyes up and see. Or and then see. The mashn is bar su moro menachem zain urau mibara ela. Who go after mocker from van stamin and kumna rav di milas. As the pasuk says, lift your eyes on high. Lift your eyes up, and then what does it say? And see who created these, which means that they look at the mocker and origin of these milas. And then automatically what's going to happen is that when you don't focus on the beauty, you focus on the family. Why? Because since these virtues come from family, canal sifhei, as we explained in sifhei. But there's Sicha sein zu mechaben sein dem Shidduch, welcher man machris, wenn bemoren was mit machris, was pleni und nicht plenis. The pleni that ikat gosh is nicht as the kala nor in mishpacha abba kala. Then he will merit being directed to the match that was announced from on high. The daughters of so-and-so will be married to so-and-so, not so-and-so will be married so-and-so. Why are you saying the daughter of so-and-so? Because we're primarily emphasizing is not on the kala, but on the family, the father, the bride's father. Okay, so now in Ches, the Rebbe says like this. So the Rebbe says, Apia now, so ich verstanden, Meimer Yerushalmi, as die Koris flaggen sagen, Altite in Necha Benoi, was is an English Lili. On this basis, the Yerushalmi says that the unattractive ones would say that Altite Benecha Benoi, you said it in the negative. So the Rebbe asked at the beginning of the Sicha, why the negative? Why not say the positive? Alle Bnei Yerushalayim, Kolel the Keres, haben früher gesagt, because we just established that all the Bnei Yerushalayim, every girl would say, lift up your eyes and see what to choose for yourself. The Kairis sagen das. Even the unattractive ones would also say this. Even though they didn't have any apparent virtues, you have to see from where they come from. As Yeder von Zeh is a Basara Rivka Rachel, you have to see that they're all, at least they come from they're Basara Rachel, the same as Yerushalayim, even more so. Adarab, in dem Minyan was the Bnei Yerushalayim and Madrish, as Tarzai Sonai Necha. This that all the Bnei Yerushalayim are saying to the Bachrim, lift your eyes to look higher. What are they saying? They're stressing that there has to be, you have to look up on high. See, Zen Hecher is Farana Maila in the Koris, the guy with the nice. On the contrary, in this respect, that the daughters of Yerushalayim, who emphasizes the necessity for the Bachrim to lift your eyes to look higher, the unattractive ones had an advantage over those who were pleasing. The beer bazah, what's the explanation? Forschung an Mevar, as those was the Sagen, we state in Babel, Kul Michem Loshum Shemaim, as well as the Hab and Yerushalayim, with the Pasuk was praying, the Zichin Mishnah Nuswas Ludesfoy. Sababli, Ishi, or as Hashem Hitisal, or Alpha Pikain, Ruf, Zeon, the Gemara Luchu Oris, was as Hepechamayla. But Forschung explained that the unattractive ones would advise their potential Shidduchim to marry for the sake of L'Shem Shemayim, because these young women had Yiras Shemayim, they were God-fearing. Now, this approach is in line with the pasuk cited in the Mishnah, according to the Bavli, that the Isha Yiras Hashem, a woman who fears Hashem, Itesal, she shall be praised. Even so, the Gemara refers them as unattractive, which l'chayda, this is This is like the antithesis of the virtue. We're saying the Mucharis are saying that the woman is saying, take me the Shem Shemaim, take me because I have your Shemaim. So what is the Gemara saying? The Gemara is calling them unattractive. Why are they unattractive if they have your Shemaim? The explanation is by Mucharis was habnit kina milas yofi yichus of the ashiris v'havkomer fazer mishpacha kanal. When we're saying the unattractive ones who do not inherit any family virtue, whether it comes to beauty, whether it comes to lineage, or it comes to wealth, as explained above, is that Yiras Hashem Mitzad Atzmi. So there, Yiras Shemayim sein indik an Yiddish Kind is ready to last is called mitzvah l'schachten in avers. So the Herren as their Yiras Hashem he tesalos Mitzad their chelik they come in al mamish but who and yisel lechokeh last is fell. Now we're talking about the unattractive ones, as we said, who do not inherit any family virtues, beauty, lineage, or wealth. So their Yiras Shamayim was innate. Being a Yid, they want to fulfill all the mitzvahs and distance themselves from many averos. They recognize that they recognize that their reverence of Hashem, she shall be praised, comes from their actual chelik kamimal, actual part of Hashem from above. As we just quoted the pasuk, He gives you strength to make you wealth. So, besides for this, or without this, however, without this, that they have a pintel yid, they have their chelik kamimal, they're really unattractive. Levana was yidin is on a main levana. And Dem Levana is less than going to make klum. It's like the Yidden that they're compared to the moon, and according to which the Jewish people count, and we're compared to the moon, and which is that we know the moon has nothing of its own. The Eir was his mayor is not ihr Eir. The light that the moon has is not its own light. Our dos was the hot from the Eir Hashemesh, and durch them werd sie amor akotem berach Hashemesh and Eich Gadol berach Kichon. It's only the fact that the moon, it's not its own light, it's light that it gets from the sun. And through this, it becomes a mur, it becomes a luminary, the small luminary as compared with the sun, and also the large luminary as compared to the stars. And thus is the chiluk zwischen die zwei Sugim ko'eres and nois. This is the difference between the unattractive ones and those who were nois, who were pleasing. Die nois and die was feeling sehr meidless. More azay, they sein in Bnei Yerushalayim und Zenois. And erkennen as die Meilos haben sie bekommen von sehr Mishpacha, es Teni Nechel Mishpacha. Aber Afabikein is das was Teni Nechel Mishpacha, and it's shell by ear dem Hergish as he is a Balas Meile. He is the Hatel from the Mishpacha. Those who were pleasing were women who recognized their Meilos, their virtues. Since they were the Bnei Yerushalayim, and they were tznuis, they were modest, they were aware that these virtues had been inherited from their families. And that's why they said, Teni Nechel Mishpacha, focus on the family. Nevertheless, when they declared focus on the family, it did not negate the feeling that they possessed milas, they had virtues, being a good family member. Shengi the Korah is feeling the less lame megarmeklum. However, the unattractive ones perceive that they have nothing of their own. Alles kommt from the Eberstein. Everything comes from Hashem. Therefore, oich when they haben milas, afilu when they haben milas from Yofi Yichos and Ashirs, that does need their milas. Now, even the ones that hadn't, that they felt that they had milas, either beauty or lineage or wealth, they felt that it's not their milas. Or their fathers and say their milas and mishpacha. That's why they do not attribute their virtues to the family. But gitan ord if them hergish aziz balas milas, then that gives them the virtue or gives them the feeling that they possess qualities. What do they say? Sonei nafa asminzol zen them shadish and makar. What are they saying? They're saying that you should see the source of everything. The meibishtin al titin enecha b'nai, do not look at the beauty. Sha'al pianal is the pirish Based on this explanation is, I feel this is no, even when there is physical beauty, is don't focus what's on secondary and inferior. Instead, lift your eyes and see. For test. Okay, we'll stop by test tomorrow. We'll finish this Sicha. Okay, have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.